Welcome to My Lines, brought to you by Colin Boynton. Once again, I have decided to share some more of my more recent work, which is currently unpublished. To start this latest episode of my poetry podcasts, the place where I share my world of words, I will begin with a piece called Imagine That. Imagination. Is it something in your mind, or is it something real? Is it something in your head, or something you might feel? Imaginary. Creatures underneath your bed, or just behind the door. Is there something waiting there, or is it something more? Imagine. If your thoughts and fears were really all you feel, there's something that you ought to know. None of it is real. For all that you imagine is imagination too, in your imaginary world, and waiting just for you. My next piece this week was written after spending some time looking out of the window at the garden, and is called Feed the Birds. Feed the birds, it's almost quite free. They're having some bread that I bought for me. I'll give them some nuts and give them some seed, and then they will have a very good feed. There's somewhere to bathe and somewhere to drink, in something that looks like an old kitchen sink. There's different birds keep coming to me. They come to my garden and sit in the tree. They sing out their song so that I hear. I know that my birds are sitting quite near. They come every day and have a good feed on all of the nuts and all of the seed. I'm sure they say thanks for all I put out, for if I forget, I hear them all shout. I love the birds when they come to me, and the joy that they bring is completely free. I always enjoy being out in the country, whatever time of day it is. Evening can be especially nice, and I was inspired to write this next piece, which is called The Golden Crown. As the evening light was fading, when the sun was going down, it almost looked just like the land wore a golden crown. The golden rays were rising up and reaching to the sky, broken only now and then by clouds just drifting by. The shadows reached across the land, slowly growing long, and as the sun fell out of view, a night bird sang its song. A chill began to creep around as day changed into night. Darkness fell across the land, it hid the view from sight. Nothing stirred and nothing moved, the moon came into view. The light was very gentle now, the day was ending too. Soon a new day would begin, the sun would rise once more, throwing light across the land, reaching shore to shore. With my apologies to Rodgers and Hammerstein and Julie Andrews, this next piece is called My Favourite Things. Blackbirds on fences and robins in trees, warm summer wind and the buzzing of bees, the butterflies passing on brightest of wings, these are a few of my favourite things. A cold winter morning from frost overnight, the moon in the sky and the stars shining bright, a church clock that chimes the bell as it rings, these are some more of my favourite things. A drive in the country, ride on a train, watching the world through a light fall of rain, visiting places, the pleasure it brings, these are much more of my favourite things. A countryside walk in the still of the night, watching the wildlife that comes into sight, watching for buds to open in spring, this is another favourite thing. Look all around, do you see what I see? Do you hear what I hear? Now do you feel free? Do you find joy that all of these brings? Are some of these pleasures your favourite things? For my final piece this week, I will leave you with one called I'm Not. I'm not rich, and I'm not poor, and I'm not really all that sure. I'm not lonely, I'm not sad, and I don't look for things I had. I'm not down, and I'm not blue, and I'm not missing things we do. I'm not here, and I'm not there, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm not down, and I'm not out, and I'm not giving up the shout. I am here, and here to stay, and for more than just today. I am strong, and I am proud, and I will say it out and loud. I will fight, and I will win, and I will never just give in. I'll be back, and back for more, so do not close or lock the door. 'Cause I love life, I am happy too. Do you feel the same way too? Don't forget, you can now listen to my podcasts old and new on YouTube, as well as all other popular podcast platforms. I hope you've enjoyed my choice for this week's episode. The books I've written are available either from myself or direct from my publishers. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you'll join me once again next time for another episode of My Lines.